should know. They should know that we're suffering. They should know.
Welcome, everybody. We were listening to such calm music just before this, and then here we are now, just as we're streaming. And I said, "Hey guys, everybody, we're going into battle music because Ilora, for everybody at home, a little recap. Ilora is currently grappled by a giant blighter.
No. Not actually.
You're probably wondering how we got in this situation, right? So let's just go ahead and do a nice little recap here. So the heist went on with a couple hitches, but in the end, fully successful. You all regrouped at Hart's apartment. Why do I keep on saying apartment? Weird. Hart's home, and you hatched a plan of you are going to go to the tower to search for any information you can find, any research, as well as create a way to close up that hole that is in the entrance, and also exactly move the bus as you finally continue or close that hole. Anyways, so you guys get to the tower. You find that both Sebastian and Lazarus were both alive. You met with them at the tower, spoke to them about plans for the future, and you were given access to the armory where Crucible found a fucking gun.
I got a gun!
Some other items. But anyways, you regroup back at the tower where Torin and Hava, you, after taking a moment to yourselves to clear some stress, gain some hope, regrouped and hatched a plan of how to destroy a whole bunch of blighters all at once. And boy howdy, did that plan go without a hitch, because goodness gracious, what was the final number of that tag team roll that ended with a crit and first strike and chain lightning with no end of targets?
3,940 or 3,960?
That sounds right. Almost 4,000 points of damage. Absolutely insane. Killed a bunch of... Wait, no, you gotta go the other way. Yeah, there you go.
I'm mirrored.
There you go. So, as the chain lightning erupted through this grouping of blighters, as Roila, Hava, and Torin were all dropped into the center of this rune circle, Crucible was flying towards where Ilora was, as we saw Ilora single-handedly using the hand axes that Amethyst had dropped to bring up these pieces of stone to push into that broken hole of the entryway into the Cogswell, trying to close this entrance so that more blighters wouldn't be able to get into the city. As you were lifting the final piece and just before you were able to close it completely, this small door-sized opening, that was when a blighter grabbed onto your arm just before you pushed it forward and grappled you back. And with that, we are going to roll some damage. Ooh, I need dice.
No.
Okay.
But
So-
do you, though? Gnarly game.
Don't. What if you didn't, Johnny?
Could you just not? Could we just not?
Okay. All right.
Leave her alone!
Give this
She
guy
doesn't
a
want to
whip
talk to
for
you! Scram!
Leave her alone.
Get out of here!
Get it? Liver. Liver? It's a joke. Thank you, Willard.
Johnny, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, what are you doing here?
What are you
Okay.
doing here?
So, I'm going to spend a fear to make this into a bite attack. So,
I hate this.
But he
Oh,
ain't got
I
no
guess I
teeth,
should-
Grandpa.
I guess I should roll to hit, right? Okay. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. "22 physical damage.
Okay.
So, this is a bite. You are going to have to reduce that to 0. You can use as many armor slots as you would like.
Okay.
However, you will also be marking a stress.
Okay.
Okay.
Marked.
I hate this.
With that,
Come here,
I will
come
gain
here.
a fear because that was a successful hit.
Okay.
It wasn't a successful hit. That was a nasty hit for Nasty Johnny.
Yeah.
All right, and I did do that. Okay.
What if I threw up?
So, with that, you are restrained currently. But that is all I'm doing now. So I'll bring it back to you. I'm going to focus either on Ilora or Crucible here.
Can you please remind me what restrained entails in this game?
It means that you can't move. You can still do stuff.
Okay. Then if Crucible has something that you would like to do, feel free. I can go after, unless there's a fear.
I'm trying what I'm going to do. So, what does this blighter look like again, Johnny?
Well,
I know it's-
currently
I know it's
they
large.
are. Yeah,
Uh.
currently they are. You can see pieces all around their body, or not pieces. Sorry, open wounds that have burst open from the giant charge of electricity that came from this chain lightning. So this one wasn't able to die just because of its sheer. It's a fucking unit. However, it does look hurt, and this thing is. It's just this literal giant blighter that is currently holding one of Elora's arms under its other one, and you see it is trying to bite into. Actually, Ilora, how do you block this damage as it's about to try and bite into you?
So, I marked 2 armor slots in a stress. However, I have the ability that if I don't equip any armor, that's what my armor slots become. So I don't think she's blocking it. I don't think it's strong enough to break her skin. She is starting
Okay.
to glow, and she's doing
yeah.
that thing where she's trying to harness whatever light and sun and flame around her that she can. And I think it's becoming that kind of armor.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not wearing anything, but you can see as she's starting to give off light that it's having a hard time actually sinking into her skin.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Crucible had been kind of just waiting in this area in case Hava and Torin had to get in any sort of trouble, and they both just committed mass. The blighters, they're everywhere. They're dead. And I think she spots this thing coming at Ilora from across the field, and she's still a giant eagle, so she takes off like a rocket, just spiraling, maneuvering through any larger blighters that might be in her way, trying to be as level as she can, because she is going to come up behind this thing and claw at its eyes with its giant talons in the hopes that it will release the grapple.
really quick.
Yeah.
As that eagle, are you able to fly far distance as part of your action?
It does not say.
It does not say. Okay, so you can go far distance as part of your action. You just have to do an agility roll.
Okay. I can do that. Alright, try first. See if I can get that.
Thank you for giving me time to power up.
I'm trying. Okay, that's a hold on. What do I add? Agility. That's a 3, I believe. So I got a what math? 16 with hope.
Okay. Here, let's see. That is enough. Okay, so you gain that hope. That is enough to fly into this giant blighter. Go ahead and do your attack then with the talons.
Okay. I'm going to. Oops, I don't have anything. I'm going to. I'm gonna burn a hope to use 9 lives in this situation. Trying to give some of my lives to Ilora right now. Okay. That is a math. That is a 15 with hope. No, wait, no, I get to add the +1. That's a 16 with hope.
Okay.
Again. Is that enough?
That is a success.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so I've got 3d8 plus 6. Good. 20 damage.
20
As I
damage.
claw her eyes.
Okay. That
What sort of do I have
is-
to make like a luck check or something to see if it lets go of Ilora? Or
So. It's a good question. So it doesn't have like an.
I'd be
end
willing to
it.
forego damage if it would let go of Ilora.
That was what I was gonna ask. All right.
I will, yeah.
Then that absolutely goes through. I will absolutely give you that. So it, as you claw into its eyes, it like releases Ilora trying to grab onto it and then
Like
try to
race.
grab onto you, flying away. However, I am going to spend a fear.
No.
And with that,
God damn it.
with that, a large bulbous ribbit sort of blighter crawls up onto the side of one of the houses and is going to whip its tongue out to try and grab onto you, Crucible, flying
me
directly
alone.
next to it.
Fuck
So
off! Piece of shit! No!
that is a natural 20 on that roll.
Oh man.
I will
My
spend
victory is
3
even at
hope.
an 18 right now. And that's still
Okay.
And seeing that, are they within far range of me?
I guess technically yes, because everything is within far range. So yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I think seeing that happen and see that tug immediately snatch onto them, a little bit of that lunar magic begins to kick in. Time starts to move slower, and just very briefly, I'm going to reverse time with my Wizard Hope ability. Not this time, so you have to re-roll.
Okay. All right. That is a 15 to a 16 on that one. That doesn't hit.
I'm an eagle right now. My evasion is nuts.
Insane. All right. Okay.
Thanks, Roila.
All right. So you reverse time, giving out a warning to Crucible as this tongue whips out, almost grabbing around her neck, but instead she's able to move out of the way as the tongue whips out and then returns back to this grappler who just crawls to a different spot on the roof.
Appreciated!
Right.
Thank you!
He spent all of his hope. He's burned out.
Okay. That brings us back over to, I guess, Ilora. We'll focus on you in this case.
I think Elora's never felt something try to bite into her before. they've never gotten the chance. So this is terrifying in a very new way to Ilora. And I think if Crucible hadn't swiped in and helped this thing let go, she may have just panicked and dropped everything and started just clawing at the thing in fear. But seeing Crucible sweep through and nearly pull this thing off of her, giving her enough time to turn around and face it. Her skin is fully aglow. She is ready now, I think. And since it climbed through the wall, I think it's facing the wall. I think she's going to attempt to use her bolt beacon as she's going to try and shoot these lasers out of her eyes to make it vulnerable.
Okay.
In the way I would like to make it vulnerable is get it wedged into the gap in the wall,
Okay. Yeah.
since it puts it in a difficult place.
Mhm.
Kill it and just stuff it in there.
That glow is her gaining 3 hope immediately. So I'm spending one of my prayer die to do that. I'm going to spend one of those hope right now to use You Don't Know Who You're Talking To for my experience. So I'm going to add +3 to this, and I'm going to spend another hope to use one of my Orderborn community tenants, which is going to be Break
Hell
the
yeah.
Unbroken.
Okay.
Since crew forwent damage, it has not taken any. So I want to use a d20 for this and give myself the best odds.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that is a 16 and a 6 on the fear die. So 22 plus 4 is 26. Plus 3 is 29.
God damn.
Yeah, I think you hit.
Okay, great. Then I will spend that hope to make those lasers hit square in the chest and make it kind of back up a bit to stumble into the crevice of that wall. It is now vulnerable, and I will roll for the damage.
Sure.
Eight, 6, and 4. So 18 plus 4 is 22 damage for this to make it vulnerable as well.
Okay. That blighter is vulnerable, and that was major damage. So it is looking pretty hurt at the moment. That was a roll with hope. I think that's good. Okay. All right. I will return it back to you. Whoever would like to go. Hava, Torin, Roila, as all of the blighters fall to the ground just next to you. You see there are blighters just on the outreach of your range. One that was just trying to grapple Ilora, and the one that just tried to grab Crucible. And you do hear the sound of blighters around you, so there are probably more coming. But you have given yourself this small reprieve after absolutely fucking decimating everything around you. Is there anything that the three of you want to do?
I have a real quick question. These other blighters, are they within close range?
Currently, no. They are hidden
Okay.
currently. It's you guys are like on the outskirts of a grouping of like residential buildings and like businesses. They seem to be coming through the alleyways and all that stuff, trying to search for whatever that sound was, the flashing of lights was. So not just yet. You have a moment.
I can probably do that again, but you might need to give me a couple moments to gather my strength.
Right.
Hava is also bent over, kind of. I could take a break too, but I don't know if they're going to allow for that.
Right. Why don't you all stay in the circle? As the rune is still there, time locked, so you all still have a defensive bubble you all can stay in. All right. How far away is the one from Ilora?
From Ilora or from you?
From Ilora specifically.
From Ilora, probably like I would say very close range.
Okay. Don't want to do that spell. So I will. I think Roila will say, "I'll buy you all some time," and he will step out of the circle. I'm going to mark a stress to swap weapons, so that he is going to be wielding his casting sword. And then it is going to be a fireball instead on the guy, the the frog guy on the top of the building.
Okay. Okay.
I forgot what D12s look like. Those are D8s. That is a 22 plus 3, 25 to hit with fear.
Okay. That does hit for sure.
I do get an extra 2d10 worth of damage when I roll with fear. However, I am now going to use my
For the first
new
time?
community feature that I haven't used before as a freeborn. Once per session, when you make an action roll with fear, you can instead change that roll to one with hope. So I will use that and make it a roll with hope instead. As his vision kind of blurs for a quick second as he's gathering the flames into his hand. But then he flashes back to being in the cave and fighting that demon in there and fighting the members of the cult. And it kind of steals his resolve, and he remembers that he can do good, and throws out that fireball.
Okay.
So that will hit him for, let me see how much, 3d20
God damn.
plus 5.
God damn. That's a big die.
That's going to be 31 points of magic damage.
Gorgeous.
As I just kind of
5 stars.
lob it over there.
Stellar.
That is some severe damage as you see parts of the roof go flying off. The fire begins to consume a part of its flesh as you just hear the sizzle and crackling of it. It moves to another side of the house as to not be, well, I mean, it's not our turn, so I can't really do this, but it moves in recoil from the attack, showing you that it does not want to get hit again. But that was with hope.
How far are we, as like from inside of the runic circle, away from the other crew?
About far range.
Far range. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I would have to get closer for something. But that blighter was in far range, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And we can just mechanically inside this cool new runic circle. Can we attack outside of it too? Like we can, because we were standing in it. We can send stuff out, but nothing can get to us. Okay, cool.
Correct.
So I think that seeing Roila's attack as it's going towards that creature is no longer in sight because it moved to another part of
It
the
is
building?
technically still in sight. I will have to take the spotlight in order to actually move it. So you
Okay.
see it, like it reacted to getting hit and then like started to move, but you could still see it.
Okay, then I think that she's going to do a spell casting roll to attack it with her scepter from where she's
Okay.
standing. So it's
Cool.
not super powered, but it is still an attack.
Yeah,
believe in you.
absolutely.
Yeah. So that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Yes.
Yay! Okay.
With
With hope.
Okay.
Gold one. Okay. Warlock triggers are fun. On a successful attack, I'm going to use my blighting strike, which allows me. Well, I guess it does better with the scepter. Never mind. I'm just gonna roll the scepter's damage. So that's
Okay, cool.
3d6 plus 3. And that is 11 magic damage. And on a successful attack, I roll a d4. On a result of a 4, I get to clear a stress.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, man.
That's 2, so I do not get to clear stress, but you know.
Okay. With that, I am going to spend a fear to take the spotlight. This grappler is going to go to the side of the house, out of range now, and kind of like hiding away, but still clearly being able to see Ilora and Crucible, and is going to try and attack Crucible one more time.
Oh, damn it.
That is 18 to hit.
Is it meets it beats it?
It would be meets it beats it.
So you get me.
No,
Okay.
it does not. They're within far range. With my prayer dice, I will take 1 away from that roll with one of my prayer dice.
Fucking yep. Yep. All right. Incredible. So then that would mean that would be a 17 then, right? You would just reduce it by 1.
Correct.
Insane. Okay.
You-
So then that is a miss instead.
I
Then
hate
will.
these things. Keep your tongues in your goddamn mouths.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Nasty.
Let's see. I will.
So gross.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna spend another fear, since that door size of the wall is still just barely open. There is flame, so I'm keeping that in context of these blighters rushing through that entryway, as these blighters are running through and are going to. They are horde creatures. So 10 of them are going to be rushing through there. And then I will spend a fear to use their using their group attack action. So with that, I spotlight all of them in range, and all of them are going to rush towards a target within close range, which is going to be Ilora.
Oh,
So I
I
did
thought I
one-
shoved that giant in the crevice. Are they coming through the crevice that I just blocked?
So it was a door. Okay, so I guess if you're sticking the blighter in, it's a door-sized opening from when we. So if you're sticking them there, they wouldn't be like stuck per se. It would just be like they would have been pushed into the wall.
Heard. Yes.
I was
Got it.
I was imagining that you were putting them into like a crevice that you had created with all of these slabs of stone that you were
It
throwing.
was
down.
trying to block the only space
Yeah.
I hadn't yet closed.
Understood. So
if
then
they don't
I will
block
I
it-
will retract that. Then I will just do. I will just do the fear to then spotlight them.
Okay, I'm
Cool.
scared.
Okay. So then, in that situation, I'm going to spotlight them, and they are going to rush back towards you. Then, Ilora.
Okay.
Fly away.
Yeah.
Fly away. Use your wings and fly away.
The wall's not closed yet.
I don't care. I want you to live. Get out.
Wall's
So
not
this
Don't care.
is
I don't give a
12
fuck about
to
the
hit.
wall.
12 absolutely hits.
Okay. This is going to be just a regular attack,
Okay.
but I will mark a stress to restrain again.
Okay.
And with that, since it's a successful attack, I gain a fear. With that, you will mark 2 stress as well. And then I'll deal damage. Another 22 points of physical damage. And this is not a bite attack. This is just a regular... It runs up to you, grabs onto you, and just crushes into you. I gain the fear. So I'm going to spend that fear to do what I was saying before. As these rotted blighters come rushing through the fire, you see they are engulfed in flame, and then I will spend that next fear to then do their group attack. So this is going to be 1 attack roll for all of them.
Yeah.
This is not a bite.
I hear ya. Let
me check. There does an 8 hit.
It does not.
It does not.
Thank God.
Okay. So all of them rush towards you, and you are able to use the light of soul to then blind them and discombobulate them enough to keep them at bay for now. But that is it. Bring back to each of you.
They're terrified.
I'm going to use the 30 feet of movement that I get standard to start rushing towards Ilora.
Mm-hmm.
If someone has something they want to do, go for it. If not, I have a spell.
Ilora is restrained right now, yes?
Correct.
Correct.
I want to pick her up.
I
don't know if she'd let me, but I want to pick her up and get her out of there. And
I
don't
want to
think
get
she's
over
gonna
there
let me.
too.
I can do something in the meantime while people are figuring out what's up, if you'd like, or I can hold off.
Daniel,
If
you
two-
had something in mind.
Well,
What you got?
I have a question, Johnny.
Yes.
In order to get Ilora away from being grappled, would it be an opposed grapple with this thing?
I think in this situation,
Because it's like tug of war.
because you can. Your thing just says you can just carry them, right?
Yes, I can carry up to
Um,
2 willing. I'm not taking
I
the
think-
blighter. I'm taking a.
Right. I think it would be something along the same lines as what you did.
So I have to
but
get it
at
to
the
let go
end,
first.
You would have to get it to let go first, and then you would be able to, as part of the same action, because I guess technically that is part of the same action. That wouldn't be like the end of your turn. It would just be, you could just grab them and then move 30 feet up.
okay. I think because it's not just the one that's grappling them.
Yeah, it's that.
There's more
word.
than one. I am going to make, and so I'm going to make an agility roll to get over there.
Okay. All right.
I have a mechanics question while that's happening. So we're currently in far range from it, and then during our movement, what gets us from far to close? So that would be the agility
Yeah,
roll
that's what I'm making
to do that
agility.
hustle to
Yeah.
get closer in. Okay.
Got it. How to make that limit of close into far. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
'cause
want to
we're
move
currently in
beyond
far.
your normal 30 feet per round, you have
Well, I just
to
wasn't
make
sure.
an agility
Does
roll.
30 feet move us from far to close? I just wasn't sure what that distance.
So they were about 100-ish feet away. So it would
Okay.
you would still be far distance. It would just be you're a little bit closer now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
Just
Wish me luck, everyone. Just to
May soul
try
be
to-
with you, brother.
I'm debating if I should. I'm debating if I should spend hope because I get a +0 to this.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I will.
I got
I'll,
you.
I'll spend a hope for
Do you have
my
an
experience, which is
Yeah.
my sister's keeper.
Ah,
So
Yeah, that
I haven't
makes
used
sense.
that one in a while.
cute.
Wee.
It's from the old lore.
Oh, that's a crit. That's 2 8s.
Yeah.
Brother!
Yeah.
Brother!
Okay. So you gain a hope, clear a stress, and yeah, I guess tell me what happens here as you crit to get there in time to do whatever
Yeah,
you were about
I
to set up.
think he starts sprinting, but then his feet start to meld with his shadow, and then all of a sudden he starts like skiing across just flat surface,
That's so fun.
and is just speeding to get over there.
Amazing. Okay,
and
since that was a
then-
crit, what would you like to do when you get there?
Oh boy, that's such a great question.
Get him.
Get in there.
He would like
So
to
many
get him.
folks, and the attack roll that I would make would be at advantage against the one that's grappling them because
Correct. It's
they've
vulnerable.
been made vulnerable.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to hit that guy
Okay.
with power push.
Okay. Try to finalize them just being stuck in that crevice.
Yeah, I
created.
think that's
Yeah,
the
sure.
plan here.
They're real grabby.
Yeah.
Not great, not great, not great.
Ilora did not consent.
Unhand me.
Does a 15 with hope do it?
Did you roll with advantage?
I'm so glad you asked, because I did not.
About to say it's vulnerable. Do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Does a 19 with hope do it?
Hell yeah.
That does.
Okay, there we go.
go.
I think as he gets up there, it is just the swiftest. That gravity magic hits as he just a left hook across the cheek of this Zamboni into the crevice, and really securing that body into it.
Okay. As that power push pushes a few of those residual blighters that were nearby as they get caught off balance, as that one rockets into that door-sized opening here and just gets like stuck as this giant-sized blighter just gets fit into this smaller area. That thing is dead. So it is gone and out of the encounter at this point because it only had 1 hit point left.
Really?
So, as that happens,
That was a Torin sigh.
It's a Cujo sigh.
Oh.
as that
No, just kidding.
as that happens, I do want to give priority to Crucible here. You did say that you wanted to
And
grab
like
Ilora.
I am not listen, I see you shaking your head, okay? I'm not taking you away from the fight. I just want to elevate you a little bit so you are not directly in the thick of it where you can be swarmed. You're gonna be so mad at me and I don't care.
I love it. Add it to the list, I guess.
I add it to the list. You know what? Might as well while I'm at it. You feel a Crucible. She does a deep dive. And because she wants you to be able to direct whatever you were still intending to do, she wants you on her back instead. So she tries to take you up that way so you still have mobility. You can still participate. You stop shaking. You're not at me. Stop it.
I wish I could. It's just not going to happen.
Are you stopping me? Are you stopping me?
Yeah, she would avoid getting onto your back, and she would avoid being picked up. Absolutely.
Okay.
She has to touch the material, and the wall cannot close unless she is touching it. She can't
Okay.
accept your help. So even though she doesn't
Okay.
say that, she is absolutely avoiding, like dip dodging as you swoop down. She's not allowing it.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Can dodge a wrench. You can dodge
Crucible
anything.
Crucible is now grounded.
Okay.
She's on that because that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to take you up and with her. You are not allowing it, so she is being caught up in the stress of the moment. As like she had been very determined to keep safe, is not allowing it. So she is ruffled. How many enemies are around us?
There are 10 enemies all around all three of you. However, there's also the grappler just behind you that's been just fucking trying to get you this entire time, but just can't seem to fucking do it.
She's still. Okay, how many hope do I have? She still
How many do you need?
is so no. She's not attacking anyone. She's so frustrated, and she does the only thing she can do, and you feel her wings envelop you for just a moment as a warm thrum exudes off of them in her regeneration ability. She's down here to help, and if you won't allow it in the way she intended, she will do it somehow. So let me see. That's going to... Let me see. I can heal 1d4 hit points.
Damn.
Have you
That would
taken
be
damage?
helpful to me. I have taken damage, yes.
That's 4.
Thank you so very much.
Nice.
You're welcome.
As that
stubborn
happens,
Jerk.
I am
Yeah.
going to spotlight these blighters. As you cover her up with your wings, they are going to try and attack you for a group attack. So this is one attack towards you, which your evasion is fucking crazy high. Though you are grounded, does that decrease that evasion?
No, it's
No.
just the
Doesn't?
base. No,
That's
because it builds on
Fucking
mine.
crazy.
There's
My
no
evasion is still
downsides
natural,
in a
yeah.
druid.
No.
Okay, that is... I'm looking at the wrong one. So 18 on the die plus
18 would have hit.
0.
So, you're
So
fine.
18.
It
Okay.
hits.
Not
Okay.
with my prayer die. I'm close enough to watch Cruz back. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
from between the feathers, I am going to block it with the axe that is still
Okay.
in my hand. So I'm going to
Okay.
use one of my prayer die that has 3, so I'm knocking that down by 3, whatever the
Okay.
actual total would have been.
So then... Got it. Understood. Okay. Then as they all begin to rush towards Ilora, which was their initial target, and the wings begin to envelop her, they open up and you bring the axe forward, and this flash of light once again completely throws them off. So that will not be a hit, and that means that I will just pass it on over to each of you.
Okay.
Let's see. Who do we want to spotlight?
I have control over the overlay. I will put nasty up with your picture.
Let's see.
Just nasty.
Daniel.
In
you
the
just
red
went-
stamp font.
Well, I got another
Yes.
spell.
Like wasted, but nasty.
Oh,
I haven't used yet, I guess.
sorry, lower my gain. My microphone is going crazy. Okay.
It's the excitement, the joy.
Okay. Couple things happen first. Number 1, I am channeling raw power. I am taking my floating eye spell, and that is going back in the vault, and I'm gaining 2 hope from that.
Okay.
That's number 1.
Oh.
Then, after taking a moment and standing in this runic circle and feeling the exhaustion hit, I look at my friends who are all currently being swarmed. And I look to Hava. Got one more in you.
We can certainly try.
Okay. Well, actually, here's
Hava
the
has
question.
a moment of just, yeah, ask a question first, bro. 'Cause I would if I were you.
Narratively, if sorry, I'm also seeing my audio level and fixing
You're
that.
fine.
Sorry, guys. Um,
You're good.
I wonder why it's doing that. Narratively speaking, if that like tapped out that ability, that is perfectly fine.
It tapped out first strike for sure.
Okay.
It's not gonna get
But
doubled.
yeah, so nothing would be doubled. I could still. I just don't. I can't imbue my weapon. I have no
Yeah.
favor. I have no hope. So I am.
Okay.
When I am truly tapped out, she is tapped out in that, and she's just fighting
That's
with
fine.
the claws at this point. But if you
That
have
makes total
hope and
sense.
you want to try and tag team anything else, we can.
Okay. Here is what I will do, because I think this is the time. So, Chain Lightning, I make 2 stress to, or excuse me, mark 2 stress to make a spellcast roll. Typically, this only affects creatures within close range. However, I have this wonderful thing called Manipulate Magic, in which I can extend the range of a spell. So I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, by 1 range, so that is another stress. I will then spend the last 3 hope that I have to see if Hava, and basically the way that I'm envisioning this is both Hava and Torin are giving literally everything they have left to try to get rid of whatever is remaining out of these blighters.
Okay, question in this. Okay, so basically this would just be for the assist within this, or however the damage would go to. I'm also, there was just so much happening last time.
So you would basically do your own thing,
Attack, got it.
and then whatever that damage is gets applied to all of the same attacks that Torin makes.
Sick. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. She would definitely try to do that. Would I be able to apply any of my own abilities to that at this as well?
This is as if you had an action,
And
then it just gets morphed into one with Torin.
And so the modify spell, for example, if I did a spell cast roll type thing with it, would that modify in with this as well? Since
I
it
think
is tag team.
so. Your action has to be a separate action in that sort of way, and then they get morphed.
And then they get more.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
sounds good. All right, I'll try something. I've got.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So off we go.
Off we go. Oh boy. What's my bonus? Okay. It's a 15 with hope for me.
Okay.
24 with hope for me.
Okay. Then that is the roll that you go with. Both of you gain a hope.
Ooh. Yay! Oh, I love that.
Okay.
24 with hope is absolutely a success.
That'll
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
Additional question, Johnny. The ribbit in relation to
Word.
these
So that
blighters.
That one I did say was out of range and out of sight from you. So you
Okay.
would not be able to target that one. However, all of the other ones you could.
The horde. Sweet.
One additional question. And this can get a little shenaniganery.
Love that.
Manipulate magic extends the range of a spell. Does that also extend the range of the chain lightning to another target?
Yes, however,
Okay.
it is within sight, if I remember
Cool.
reading it correctly. So chain
Um,
continues until there are no more adversaries within range.
Mhm.
I think that's one of the biggest issues that I have with Daggerheart is that it doesn't specify when you need to be able to see something. And I think that in this situation, you need to be able, because you're talking adversaries. Like, how do you know that a target that's just nearby isn't an adversary? What if there was just
Valid.
some Joe Schmo walking down the fucking alleyway and
sense.
you're just like, yep, and then they just die. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying is,
Hear me out, Johnny. I'm just saying here.
or,
A little
I mean-
stress penalty, because it costs us stress to amplify the range.
I will
So
fill
people
up on
keep
stress if that helps.
amplifying the
take
ranges.
stress.
I think
More
I
stress?
think I
Well,
think
I'll take
for
stress.
this I am pretty dead set on the fact that you need to be able to see your targets in order to
Okay.
hit.
Okay. All right.
So now question.
Yes.
A lot of questions here from the tag team.
I love
crew
it. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is here. We when it says against a target, and you said that these zombies are a horde, that is a target, correct?
So it's not a horde, they are minions.
Minions, but you said that they were all attacking as one.
They have a group attack feature with all minions that they can just you spend a fear to spotlight all of them to attack one person. It's
Okay.
They work like a unit, but they're not.
So gotcha. Okay. So like when it says a target, I would have to pick one of the.
You would have to pick
X
one.
number.
However, the other thing with minions is that if you deal damage to one of them, any leftover damage on top of their threshold gets applied to anybody within the
Everybody.
same
Okay,
range of
sweet.
your
All right.
attack.
Yeah.
Minions are just weird. They're just weird. And I love them. I love them because, in this situation, you get to do a
Weird
lot of
little
damage or no damage because prayer dice.
All right. So the
Fuck 'em.
horde will have to make a reaction roll against the 24 with hope to try to resist the damage.
So the other thing with does it deal half damage at all?
Mm-mm.
It does not. Okay. So if I succeed, then that means that
It doesn't
sorry.
go off.
So really quick. So you said it was 24, right?
24.
4. Yep.
I have a +0 for them, so even if I
Is that an
could-
auto fail? Is that an auto
Listen,
fail?
champ,
I'm
go
just-
for that nat
I mean,
20.
technically,
You could crit. You could
You
crit.
could
believe in you.
crit. Don't believe in him.
Oh, shit. My bad.
I mean,
Don't believe in
we
him.
believe in Johnny. We don't believe in the DM. Okay? Or the
We believe
like
in the Johnny
Don't
that
believe
believes
in
in
him.
us. We don't
Hit
believe in
so
what Johnny
hard.
wants right now.
so I
We're
will
being
I will
so
point
positive.
out
We're
I will
fighting
point
for
out
once.
the odds of me getting at
Oh,
least
God.
a 20 for 10 of them is it would be like 5%. So like you would think that maybe one of them would get it. I will also point out the fact that natural 20 that I rolled earlier that got negated, that was the first natural 20 I've gotten in probably like 10 episodes.
Oh no.
I didn't get
Jesus.
any natural
We
20s
don't
on
feel
this.
bad
So
for nasty Johnny. Don't let him make you feel bad.
they all fail.
He's
Which
manipulating you.
brings me to my final point of this. Another thing with minions is that they don't have a threshold.
Oh, so we hit
Any
him.
damage dealt to them kills them. So why don't you all just describe to me how your tag team role absolutely destroys this other horde that ran through that wall of fire?
How's my audio now? Is it a little bit clear?
Good.
Are we good?
That's
Good.
cool.
I'm
Yeah.
hyper fixated on the meter. Torin is drawing so much power off of the runes on his skin that they have started to flicker and started to again have that little bit of crack at the edges so that his very skin is starting to struggle as he is drawing so much power to once again let loose a bolt of lightning headed straight for one. This bolt is going to come from the chest and then out to his arms as one solid arc that upon impact immediately spiderwebs through. Yeah,
Okay,
very.
Zuko. Okay, Zuko.
Wow. And upon the essentially the charge, I just sort of look over to Hava, ready for whatever energy that Hava and therefore Moors are going to
Yeah.
pour into me.
I feel like as this happens, Hava, upon seeing like the runes as they're starting to glow, kind of reminds herself of the time in Heart's house where it was similar. And is just going to like straight up just like Sailor Moon style, just an arm alongside his forearm, and it's like the chaos of that lightning itself has like a swirl of black shadow that's going around it, that almost upon impact where there would have been dust, it's just like black flame that emerges from there.
Love it. Okay. All of those blighters explode from the sheer
Ew.
power of that magic.
They into like ash, probably not guts. You know, the black flame do what it do, so it's just
Sure.
like kind of
Absolutely.
like snow.
I think I need to bathe in a river after today. Okay. I gotta-
Yeah. Watch your eyes! Watch your eyes!
It got in my mouth.
Having tingles. Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no! Do I shift?
What do you turn into?
Oh,
New allergy
no.
unlocked.
What?
You made me
Because of
sneeze.
ash. That, I mean, listen,
Okay. Hold
I
on.
will give you a hope if you do that. Because
I'm
that
going
is
to.
incredible.
Oh,
That is
God damn it.
incredible.
Well, you
Pocket
know
set.
what?
That is
You know what I'm
so
going.
fucking good. Holy
You know,
shit.
I'm gonna.
Oh my god! You made me
Okay,
I hope none of
You're
that
gonna give me a
is an
hope.
allergen.
but I'm going to mark 2 stress because it's adjacent to what I am. You see her form shift somewhat. It's more like a morphing. It's less of a full transition and just a repositioning of things until you have a griffin. She's a full size
cool.
griffin in front of you.
All right. Is everyone all
Don't do
right?
that again. I'm so confused.
Griffin's beak.
I can talk. I can talk no matter what I look like.
Right. No, it's just a lot to take in. It's just.
Oh,
There's
no.
You look
so
great.
much
Watch out
happening
for
right
tongues, and she's gonna run to the wall to slap her hands against it to try and seal the rest, so nothing else
Yeah.
comes through.
Absolutely.
Around the body of the giant blighter. It's got to be quick.
You're able to push a slab up and push that blighter through the wall of fire that is currently on the other side of it and completely seal this side of the wall.
Is there still the tongue guy left?
There is still the tongue guy left.
Still the tongue guy.
Okay.
I said look out for tongues. Watch out. They're out here.
You mind if I get tongue guy? I think Sieg is still cowering.
You know-
Sieg gets smoldering flesh.
Here, I want to give spotlight.
Tongue guy?
No.
So that's the tongue guy.
Priority. There we go. I want to give priority to Crucible. In this case, you were the one that was being attacked over and over again by this thing. So
Yeah.
I want to see if you want to deal with the tongue guy, the freaky tongue guy, before anybody else.
No, only because I need to figure out what advantages I'm taking, because technically this is a hybrid beast.
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to choose from 2 advantages from each animal that I'm pulling from. So I need a second to do that. So by all means, go for
If
it.
the advantages, if I remember correctly, the advantages
Yeah.
are just like keywords, but your attack is still the same. But I believe all good. Roila, you were on this. Go for it. What do you want to do?
I think he sees him, has his massive buster sword, and then from standing all the way over here, does a slash.
Amazing.
From 100 feet away. This sword that he made is made of the pieces of his arcane gauntlets from season 1 that did the pressurized air punches. So that same pressurized air comes out, but as a massive slash across far range. And he's going to try to take a swing at this thing.
Okay.
Hadouken! Let's see here. That's a 18 with hope.
Man, y'all are rolling the hope like crazy tonight. Okay. That is a success, though.
Woo! Bring it around town. That is. It's not great damage, darling. Ugh.
Too many ones. 12 points of magical damage.
Wow.
Super low.
Okay. Yeah. That is not enough
Actually,
to do it.
I
Yeah?
rolled the wrong damage die.
Okay.
I rolled
Okay.
D10s. That's actually supposed to be less damage. I'm supposed to roll D6s.
Interesting. Okay.
Because
Go ahead and roll your
the
D6s.
damage type changes if you do close range or if you do a far
Right.
range.
Yep.
Is, in fact, even worse. Yep. Yeah.
Well, regardless, that was only minor damage to this thing, which is woo, is not enough to do it.
Oh, that's gonna tickle him real good.
I think that's a perfect time to spend my final fear.
Final fear.
I was ready. I knew what I had. I know what I can do now.
Final fear. Roila,
I'm embarrassed.
it's coming to you.
Oh, look at me.
That is
Don't be me.
that is a 15 to hit.
Oh, that misses. Since I've been doing all this, I lost when I did the timey-wimey stuff, lost all my hope. But as I've been doing these attacks again, like a battery recharging itself, that protective barrier comes back up again of magic. And my AC, my evasion went up from 14 to 17 now that I'm back above 2 hope.
Okay. So, Crucible, what would you like to do?
All right, so the ribbit is still active.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to mark a stress to get in melee range of it, and I am going to on now my strong lion haunches. I'm going to launch myself into like a takedown leap to just tear into this thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, dice. Where are my dice? Which one's wait? Wait, where am I? What did I do with the other one? It keeps blending in. Okay. This one. Okay. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna burn. I'm literally half cat now. I'm gonna burn her hope to use 9 lives. Okay. Ooh! Okay! We got, hold on. Math. It is with fear, unfortunately, so you will get but it is a 24? No, wait, because if I
That hits.
I gain a +2 bonus to my proficiency. Okay, so I hit.
You are good. Yeah.
So I am
definitely
going
hit.
to do 3d10 plus 8. Here's my d10. Ooh, good. Good. 28 damage as I
Yeah.
tear into it.
Damn.
With
Yeah, that is severe damage for this thing, which is enough to absolutely obliterate it. It is dead. And seeing that
my
have
feathers are
just
covered in gore. It's disgusting.
love that so
much more
much.
effective than what I was doing.
Since I only have the one fear, anything going forward isn't going to be big of a challenge. So what you see as you tear into this blighter, just ripping its tongue out and completely tearing this thing apart, you're able to see the nearby alleyway at this like little junction. You see this grouping of blighters rushing towards where you're at, but then you see poof, poof, these really bright lights surging through the air as some of them just fall directly to the ground, as some of the Cogswell guards with snipers and other sorts of weapons come rushing in to help with this situation. All of you that are currently still in the side next to the entryway see the Cogswell guards are starting to reinforce all of you and give you some covering fire as you have just finished closing the wall and putting a large band-aid over the sore wound of the city. As they all gather around, you're able to deal with the rest of the blighters with precision and deadly force. Until finally, it returns back to that quiet night here. So, with that, as you are surrounded by the guards around you, this quiet takes over. The guards look over towards you, and one of them says, "Let's check the perimeter," as every one of them starts to leave and sort of check around the area. What are you all doing?
I guess I'm immediately going to everybody in the little the circle of respite, and just yelling down, "Well, plan worked." As I start to brush off the rune out of the ground and get rid of it, and all my magic and flames just subside.
Horse be thanked. Whew, and she sits down crisscross applesauce for a second.
Well, I
Ilora.
think we did all did a bit.
We did with
We
horse
did.
help.
I think
We
Ilora
did.
heads to Crucible. Are you still in Griffin form?
I think she's approaching the group, but from pure exhaustion, as she steps forward, a little bit more of her goes back to normal. Like she's walking and just without even realizing it, she's bipedal and she just collapses.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ilora goes to Crew to make sure that she doesn't collapse, and is going to wrap an arm around to kind of keep Crew upright at the very least, and walk her back over to the group, kind of wordlessly. She keeps looking over at that wall, but she rejoins the group as well, making sure Crucible makes it safely.
You never told me how tiring flying could be.
I've never done flying like you've done flying, dear. You did
My
quite
back
well.
is sore.
I'm sure it is. We'll get you some rest. We'll get you some rest.
I'm mad at you, actually. Wait, no, I'm mad at you. We'll talk about it.
We're all very angry at each other.
Oh,
Be
good.
quiet and rest.
It's mutual.
She just
Alright.
like keeps you
I'm fine.
propped up. As they make it back to the group, how is everyone looking? Injury wise, energy wise, like how's everyone looking?
Torin is tapped the fuck out. Like fully laying on the ground, unable to move at this point.
Oh, that's perfect. I think once Crucible rejoins the group, let's see, close range, burst point. Okay. I think she plops down directly beside you as she makes it back. And she takes a rattling breath in, and when she exhales, a pinprick of clear sky just envelops your vision. And for a moment, we don't hear the guards around the perimeter. We don't hear bodies being shuffled and clues being looked for and things like that. it's just a group exhale of her breath on a nice, bright day. And this is a healing field. And I will spend my last 2 hope to let all allies clear 2 hit points.
I think, and that's for all of us.
Yeah, all of my allies.
I think as that happens, Roila, I think out of everyone, looks like he's still in peak condition before they even left for the mission. And it's like he's almost like become this like self-rejuvenating battery of magic. That he's still ready to keep going. It's just, oh, that's nice. Right. Is everyone all right?
Emotionally, no. My body's fine. I'm just tired.
That's fair.
Ilora, how are you? You haven't said anything. You okay?
Ready for rest. Where do we think is the safest to do that?
We could return to Heart's place.
Oh yeah, of
That
course
would
you'd want to go
be-
back to.
It's familiar.
Oh yeah,
to
it's so
us.
familiar
It's
and
familiar
comfortable.
now.
Yeah, sure.
It would be
It's
for
so
the
nice.
best. We could camp out in the woods, but given all the ruckus that we've caused, all the blighters in the surrounding area are likely to be stirring up. And I unfortunately don't have the energy to teleport us back for the night.
A brief rest, laying low for a little bit.
I want to take a bath. Can we take a bath?
I'm sure we could manage that,
That
right?
thing's
Didn't you all
tongue
say there was
tried
a
to touch
bar?
me so many times. I'm
Oh, there
covered
is-
in spit.
There is
Is
a
it-
bar.
Is it
There,
bar?
well, there's a battery bar. I don't know if it would be open right now, but there is the place where we were that had and she makes the motions of the automaton.
What does that
Oh
mean?
yes.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
What is it?
right. Oh, you would
You're
love to
there.
meet him.
What is that? Who?
What's the guy's name again? This is me as Mayor forgetting his name.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a while. There's a little.
I'm bringing up my notes from before. I know. I'm pretty sure it was Hank.
Hank!
Was the
Sounds. We'll
was
go
the
with Hank.
guy. Why do I not have my?
Who tried to
my
make us
notes?
the terrible drinks?
Yes, he tried to make us
Yes.
the terrible drinks, but he was very friendly about it and only said
Yes.
about 3 things. But there is a bath there, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah, that makes sense.
Was there? No, but I remember we were just bathing in public, weren't we? It was just like a bucket of water.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
not
it?
even the beds were real
Yeah.
beds. It
Oh,
was
that's right.
really
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Right.
that time.
Yeah.
Heart's
Yeah.
place could go well, or we could do that, or we could. What if we made it back to the revolutionary outpost area, since we do know there is an exit there? We do know a way to get out of town if that is where we want to go.
But Heart's place has a couch. And it was a nice couch.
Hearing Roila say, "That's a couch."
It was quite. We did take time to have some tea. It was quite lovely.
There was
I think
tea.
You all would enjoy
Yes.
Heart.
I'm
It's fine. I
Someone
can
can
wait
make a
on the
better cup
bath.
for me.
When we get out of here, I
Let
can
me
find a
just,
river or
I
something.
will-
It's all right.
I will also note that Hart is currently at the tower with y'all. Or sorry, not with y'all. With
Sebastian
and
and
Lazarus and all of the guards that are still there.
So, I say we have a brief conversation at the tower to make sure everything's right as rain, and then retire for the evening.
Okay, sounds all right.
Ilora starts
Cool.
walking.
Torin, you okay?
Hava would stand and reach an arm down too.
I should mention that
Roila-
I'm still laying down, so I just like look over to you as we're on the ground.
Roila will kneel down.
There's no shame in it.
Yeah. Let's go make sure the new government is secure. I say as I slowly just start climbing to my feet. It's clear that Torin is not doing too hot right now.
Does it seem outwardly? Does it seem as though this is physical or something else?
It's something else. It's honestly, I think the moment everyone's talking about going to the bar and or we can try this place or let's have a drink over here, I think Torin's like, we just committed a fucking coup and then had to slaughter a lot of blighters. I don't think drinks are on the menu for me tonight.
Do you need
Let's
to go?
just handle. No, fine. Let's handle business, and then get some rest.
Right.
And I actually follow after Ilora.
Crucible
all-
just sits up from the ground. Just at least someone's here, okay?
I was like, I mean, I may not give as good of a back carry as Roila could, but if
It's alright. I'm not hurt
okay,
much. And
much.
as she says much, she's just looking ahead. And then is not as downtrodden, but a little off.
Hava would walk pretty close to Crew, but keeps an eye forward on Torin as well.
Okay. Well, as each of you leave the vicinity, many of the guards just look towards you in sort of shock and awe at the feat that you are all able to achieve here. But we are going to go to break now. So the continuing of this story will happen after that. We will see you all here pretty soon. Make sure to get some water, get some snacks, and yeah, we'll see you all here pretty soon.
BRB, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone. So, with each of you going through the city, people staying indoors until the all clear is given. Guards are rushing through alleyways, tracking down the final remnants of the Blighter horde that entered the city, but eventually you return to the tower. And more importantly, you return to the mayor's level, where you had left Sebastian, Lazarus, a few of the guards, and most importantly, of course, Hart. Hart and Lazarus are both talking over this table that has a model of the Cogswell on it. You can see them pointing to different locations just as you're entering in, and they both look to you, and Hart drops what he's doing and runs over to Hava to give her a giant hug. Oh, I'm so glad that you're okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
was
we
worried.
did just fine. Oh, you should have seen it. Oh, Torin and I, we did. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
And just pats his cheek and kind of stays close to him and looks at the
just
others.
So you know, we're trying to figure out a solution to the other turbines.
Oh,
That's
good.
what we were talking about over here. If you wanted to join us, we can talk with you as well.
Well, that would be excellent.
That'd be
Okay.
lovely.
Sure. Looks over to you, Roila. Yes. Please. Yeah, join us. You all return to that table, but before we follow the three of you, what do we see with Torin, Ilora, and Crucible? What are you doing?
So wait, what is Hart doing right now? Hart is informing.
So Hart gathered Hava and Roila over to this table that has a model of the Cogswell on it, sort of like a battle plan, almost like a infrastructure map, and was speaking with Lazarus over that table. Stopped that, came over to Hava and Roila, said, "Hey, we're talking about, figuring out what to do instead of these turbines. Come join the conversation." So then those three went back over to that table. But I want to zero in on each of you. You can see that Sebastian is just talking to some of the guards and is looking out of the window, the broken window that Ilora shattered with her head. Just looking out towards the town and seeing some of the carnage that is left over from the plan that you had all enacted.
I think Crucible is not saying anything. The energy from both Ilora and Torin is decidedly different. And these are two people that she cares about greatly. So she's waiting to see how they move through the space.
Ilora watches Roila and Hava go off with Hart and looks to Torin, and there is this wordless, not "are you okay?" because if we're alive, that's kind of, a side factor at this point. But it's more of did we do the right thing? Like, now that we did it, was it worth it? And if you don't respond out loud or give like an affirmative or negative within the first 30 seconds, that's what she'll say out loud. So it depends on how long you stand interpreting each other's gazes. But if it takes longer than like a full silent moment, she will just whisper that under her breath.
Torin is taking inventory for just a second as he is grappling with the same thoughts. He's looking at his body and seeing that whenever this change happened for him, it's physiological as well, in that his body is changing a little. Like, there are the stretch marks that you would see in muscle growth across his arms and next to where those runes are setting in. So he is quite literally in pain all over his body, from the exertion, from the fight with Amethyst, from the 2 moments of bringing Moors and their power into himself through Hava's abilities. But above all of that, I think Torin would just say, I don't know. But everything that we were told was that if we didn't do something, things would get so much worse. And I know we're supposed to have faith in that, but we caused a lot of death tonight, and I need time to come to grips with that. I didn't even know the person that I was sent in here to kill. I've done some messed up things, but I don't know. I don't know. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. Let's just let them plan. And then we can find some sort of peace before we set out again.
Ilora kind of scoffs at the word peace, but she doesn't argue or sass even. She just puts a very gentle hand on your arm for a moment and notices, really takes in how you look. And she nods. And then she'll go stand by that broken window. She's considering just waiting to get the go-ahead from Roila and Hava that she's not needed, because she wants to go help the rest of the guards who are doing like the last rounds, like the perimeter checks, the just making sure everything's. She wants to go help, but she doesn't want to split up the group, so she's staying, waiting until it's like rest time or like downtime to leave or to split. She's currently watching the guards so that if there is anything she can do from this distance, she can do it from here, but she's itching to go. You can see it in the ruffle of her feathers as she's antsy and kind of shuffling her weight from foot to foot as she stands at that window with all that shattered glass.
I think that as you stand there, you're next to Sebastian, who's also standing there. And he just notices you walking up. So, I take it then it was a success then. Looking out at the non-existent horde running through our city.
Who is he approaching?
Sebastian was standing just
Talking to
outside, or
Ilora.
just talking to Ilora. Ilora had approached the window that he was standing out and looking towards the rest of the city. So he just kind of turned over and started talking to her.
As he says success, there's like a bit of a grimace on her face for a quick second. And she tilts her head and looks out and says, "Do you really see it that way? It's a success then?"
Well, I would say that the person that was controlling me for about a year and some change is dead. Her right hand is also dead. And you all got what you wanted, right? We aren't going to be continuing the turbine creation for the Aether Forge, and all of that research is just useless. That was what you were after, right?
No. In fact, it was not. I think she looks at Sebastian because in all of that listing, he didn't list the people that were torn apart in the streets, the people that were blown up at the explosion. And that's what is eating at her. And so she kind of takes a step back from Sebastian and says, but if it's a success and you deem it so, then I am very happy for you and your people, those who have survived.
I think that there's... I did a lot of research in civilizations, how they were created, how they end. And one thing that I find that is similar to all of the endings of a civilization is that there is massive suffering. There's always suffering for one person or another, whether that's the rich, whether that's the powerful, whether that's, and most of the time, the general populace. I think that's what we found here. I ask you if you were successful because this was your operation, and in part my brother's.
In fact, it was not. I had no interest in this. I'm very sorry that you've lost the people that you've lost. And yes, I can see the suffering. I had only the bloodiest part in this. No motive whatsoever. And in fact, that is what I'm finding to be difficult to come to grips with. I hope your research is not useless. I hope my brother and Hava and Hart can find some practical application for what you've started here.
What I mean by that is that the Convergence is still... Sorry. The Aether Forge was meant to culminate to a specific celestial event happening on the Convergence, which is just over 3 weeks from now.
Yes,
There was no
quite
way to
nigh.
power it at that time. So, that is what I mean.
Again,
However, I will say, it is a grand success that we no longer need to be kidnapping people and turning them into gliders. That's a good thing that we're not doing that anymore. So I'm glad that at least came out of this, because between you and me, I did not like doing that at all. That was not a good thing.
Did you have a direct hand in arranging that?
Oh God! Sorry. A direct hand in performing that? That was more on Amethyst's side of things. She was the one that was handling the echo catchers, and I was just the one that was running the city.
oh, is that all?
Strictly just the city.
Then congratulations once again on your massive success. She turns from him in disgust. It's plain on her face. And she'll look back out the window.
I'm not going to be continuing my position as the leader of this city, if that's any consolation.
Ilora is about to take flight, but she is waiting for Roila. And before she goes anywhere, she's going to look at Crucible and just, I don't know how far we are, but even if it's across the room, she just kind of says, out and over and past Sebastian, I'm going to take a perimeter loop soon, just to make sure everything is secure and the guards aren't having any trouble. Will you take flight with me?
Yes, of course.
And she's not leaving. She's waiting to check in with Roila and Hava, but if they don't need her and they're going to have a conversation or they're going to meet up at Hearts after, she would go with crew on a quick fly pattern.
I mean, if you want, you can pull Roila to the side to just.
Yeah. I think it's so weird not having a telepathic connection. She is going to.
Do you need me to
open it?
I will mark a stress to swap out my domain cards. Yeah.
She just doesn't trust this room of politicians right now to be so for real. She doesn't want to say any of that out loud, especially after the conversation with.
My bad, 2 stresses. I think he's like.
Yeah, so you think this is where we have the turbine, and this is and.
All right, 1 second. As he lowers his head, and he spins a hope to open that telekinetic link. Yes.
She is going to spend the rest of her prayer die, which is a 4. I believe I can give hope to an ally. I would give the rest of it to Roila. He spent it to save me. He spent it to increase power. He spent it to push himself to his limits. And I know what he's doing right now in opening this link for me, for my comfort. So she is going to, as soon as you open that link, you hear a prayer of soul. Sorry, but that's the best thing she's got. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She immediately says, I'm going to get some air with Crucible. Just make sure there's nothing untoward or lingering about. Meet you at Hearts?
Right. This is just going to be a broad strokes conversation. If you end up finishing before we're done talking, would you mind accompanying Torin back there as well?
Of course.
They
I'll
need to
swing right
rest.
by. Yes, he does. So do you, don't forget. And she like walks.
Are you alright?
Me.
Yes, you.
No, but thanks for asking.
Well, get some rest. We have rebuilding to do tomorrow.
Yeah. Of course. See you soon. And she will turn to the window and take flight with a lingering look at Crucible.
She follows. And as she, oh god, as she's following, because Torin's still by the window. Look, Torin, I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I'm just gonna. She's using the bird maneuver, even though she's not currently a bird, but that's how she accomplished it the last time.
I think Torin, understanding, is just going to lean forward and literally offer a lock of his hair.
Let's get in there. And I think there is a loud pop, like very quick. And let's say, the stress is the same regardless. So let's say she is a giant raven. before she takes to the sky.
Ooh, pretty.
Before you leave, real quick, after you use Torin's hair,
Mm-hmm.
he just real quick is just going to gently bring your face and then forehead to forehead.
I wouldn't be standing if it weren't for you.
I love you.
I love you. Please be safe, okay?
Of course. And you only it has to be the equivalent of a bird kiss. I don't know, like she like nuzzles your forehead with her beak for a second before turning to jump out the window. Sorry, I think it's more of an instinct. It would be better with
No,
other
it's fine.
birds. I
It's
promise it.
perfectly
probably-
comfortable. I just make this face sometimes.
Don't
It's fine.
lie. I'm sorry. You're red. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go.
Okay. You take flight with Ilora, doing a perimeter check. But let's return back to the map of the Cogsworth, where Hart brings the two of you, says, okay, so here's the deal.
Right.
We're looking into alternate power sources, one of which is wind energy. We're here in the mountains. It kind of has the same turbine movement. However, with that comes a lot of infrastructure building and research, and we still don't think that we're going to be able to get there in time to get the Aether Forge up and running by the convergence, which is just over 3 weeks from now, which is the problem that we keep on running into. So, any ideas would be great, because
So,
at this point,
how much power do you need to run for the convergence? Okay. Roila wasn't here the last time this was explained, but we did drop a couple of things. There is is this the teleportation one, or is this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lazarus points over. Yes, points to where the Aether Forge used to be.
Mhm.
We needed 3 turbines continuously moving 24/7 in order to supply enough power for the central teleportation hub. That was what we would use to, in essence, collect the celestial energy from the convergence and use that to connect any other teleportation hubs that we created, this being the central.
Are there others set somewhere yet, or?
Currently, no. We were working on getting this hub set so that we could then begin creating teleportation portals across the land.
But if I'm not mistaken, you already had search party or scouting parties set up to establish where those portals would be, correct?
To an extent, our first few, yes, we had ideas. I'm not entirely sure about the current status of that research. I was only there for the beginning of the research, which started 5 years ago.
Any of the
Things have changed,
structures,
most
were any structures made in those areas that were scouted that were going to be linked once the Aether Forge and the convergence happened?
Nothing was created yet. Most, if not all, of our research and resources was put towards the Aether Forge itself in making sure that it was ready. Like I said, there was most likely some sort of research into how to create these hubs across the world and where they would go, but that would be in the facility, and I haven't seen the facility after the explosion, so...
Yeah, you'll want to wait a couple of days. No,
Yeah.
So,
I have an idea. But what did you want to say, Alpha?
Oh, the actual teleportation location, the central hub that you're talking about, where is it? And she's gesturing
The-
on the map.
Points over towards the Aether Forge. That
Oh, it was inside of there too.
correct.
Oh, okay.
When you had gone in, there was a central like arch that you had seen at the
Mhm.
center of the Aether Forge. That was seemingly the teleportation hub that they were talking about.
But the research itself. And could you not just make it smaller to start in order for time for the convergence? Because the celestial energy, are you collecting it? Is it also powering it? What is that celestial energy doing?
The celestial energy is what we use to connect all of the teleportation arches. It's a... How much do you know about wormholes? And then Hart just steps in. It's basically like connecting two different places. Like
Imagine
He
if
does,
you
he
had
does
a
like the
piece
piece
of paper.
Yeah,
The obligatory every sci-fi
course.
movie.
Yes.
Imagine
Yes.
I love that. Oh my
you
gosh.
had a piece of paper and then you fold it.
You just and you like take the two corners, and the two corners touch.
It's basically like that. It just condenses the space between the two places, and that's what the celestial energy would do. At
How
least that's
often
what
does
I'm
this
understanding.
convergence take place then? If you're trying to use this to connect different locations, but you don't have endpoints set,
Every 100 years or so. Which
is there a way
why
to
we were
connect it
trying
without the
to-
celestial energy?
There is, but it is a lot more difficult, which is something that we could explore. Absolutely. It's just that we were trying to set it for this time so that we could take advantage of that.
I need to make something very clear. The reason for our intervention was to stop innocent people from being harmed and being turned into a fuel resource. However, I do wish that we had met sooner, because our interests do align in teleportation.
I see.
I believe the technology that you all are researching has the opportunity to make this world safer. And even more so, if there was a cure, it would give us the opportunity to travel across the lands to give it to as many people as possible.
Cure, resources, helping hands. This was our way to give to the world. This was our way to, at least originally, connect the broken and shattered world after the outbreak. However, due to greed, as he looks over to his brother, greed, selfishness, and power-hungry leaders, we moved away from wanting to help the world to what could we get out of this? And to no surprise, a lot.
We cannot force you or your people to make any decisions. However, I think it is in the best interest of this entire world that allegiances and alliances are made, especially between those who have the strength to protect one another. We have multiple now. Posts of survivors, towns. If they were connected along that same network, that is more research, more help between all of us. So, it's out of the question of being able to make multiple teleporters within a certain amount of time. However, I have a new proposition. You collect as much of the celestial energy that you can during the convergence in a singular fixed location. And then he starts drawing out on a piece of paper of like turbines stacked on top of one another, and then drawing a structure around it. A tower. Essentially, it would act like a lightning rod for all the energy. And then, using runic magic, being able to create a closed loop of the energy to keep it in place. And then, and he starts drawing an archway using that same rune, it would transfer what energy is saved to create a new teleporter. In theory.
Yes. Go ahead and do, in this case, a knowledge roll.
Oh boy.
I'm going to spend 2 hope to add 2 experiences to this roll.
Okay.
I'm going to add... Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
You got it, champ.
No, this is going to be a very hard check to make. This is something that like teams of scientists specifically for this could not solve. So I'm going to set the difficulty for this at 25.
Can I offer help? May I
Absolutely.
spend a hope in order to help? And I think that Hava, in this, as she's looking at this and as she's thinking of celestial energy, and then she looks at her own arm, she's like, and also, could we not plead for the aid of a celestial deity as well? Trying to offer that sort of like putting that spitballing in there as a way to fuel the connection there.
Right. I have a way that I can add that into the proposal. You know what?
Okay,
I'm going to spend a motherfucking 3rd hope.
Okay.
Did you want me to spend the hope to offer?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
Spending
ever.
Johnny, would you allow multiple people to help?
So
There's just one.
I think this conversation was
Totally
happening
fine.
at the same time as the other. So yeah.
Okay.
However, Daniel, please explain, what are you doing with that 3 hope that you just spent?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm using it for 3 experiences. All of these are culminating at the same time. Lunar Disciple, because I'm about to talk about some space magic moon shit. Teacher, because I'm explaining and drawing diagrams. I be teaching and shit. And 3, carve a new future. All 3 of these experiences are pilot. I do. You two can feel free to use that catchphrase in classes. All right, here we go. So that is a +6 I get to the roll. Well, no. +9.
Two.
Because I also get a +3 from knowledge.
Okay. Did you fucking crit?
Did you crit?
The lowest you can get is 2 1s. I'm not joking. That's a crit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, whoa.
He's in a flow state.
Wait.
Well, I guess you don't even
days.
need this die, do you?
No, I'll
Or
take
do
it.
They'll take it for fun. So, what's your total that you have? Then?
I would say I would appreciate it if you would incorporate it, because it's going to be incorporated into his explanation.
Sweet, cool. Add 8 to that.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, 8
So-
plus
so-
9 plus.
Just to clarify, the highest if you were to have rolled a 2 on either of those and that one, you would have failed still.
Yeah.
You had to have rolled those 2 ones.
In
Otherwise,
order to
like a
wow.
3 plus that 17 would have been
I feel more's in this
20.
chili.
It fails.
I feel more.
Yeah.
So that crit, you describe. Go ahead and do your description. You said that you had one.
Yeah, essentially what he is proposing is taking building turbines and stacking on top of one another inside of a wizard's tower. And essentially turning that wizard's tower into a central hub that is charged with the celestial energy. And to create the opening to get that energy, he is going to have to use his teleportation magic and essentially open a rift in order to create the opening to channel the energy into it. And that is essentially what he is going to have to do, is create a wizard tower that like opens a hole in space and time.
We love typical wizard shit.
Sounds
type
so
beat.
cool.
Wizard shit.
Yeah.
Typical wizard shit.
Typical
All right.
wizard shit. Spell boys.
Tight.
The fact that they haven't had a powerful wizard that is knowledgeable in this exact sort of magic is the missing puzzle piece that they've never had. As you draw this schematic onto the paper, as you explain it in detail, how the energy would essentially recycle throughout this tower and be saved and holding this celestial energy, you see the eyes of Lazarus begin to glow brighter, as if this eureka moment, as if, of course this would work. This is what we should have been doing all along. As they look down to the drawing, and once you finish it, just pull it up to them. This is flawless.
Well, I get by with a little help from my friends, as he kind of nudges over to Hava.
Yeah.
You did this in a matter of minutes.
Well, no, I thought about it for a few weeks.
I see.
But this is just the idea.
Yes.
There are a lot of tests that I'd have to make, testing rooms and ideas. I have one idea that I'd like to try to test tomorrow. So.
Yes. I will need to show the head scientists of the Aetherforge this and just confirm that, at least past my knowledge, that this should work. But from what I know, from what I've done, this is brilliant. This is groundbreaking. Thank you so much.
Far more ethical too.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that brings up the other thing that we were talking about earlier with the turbine that's underneath, the rest of the city, the other ones. Yes. If this works, this would. We wouldn't need any of the echoes ever again. Yes. Do you mind if I keep this? The paper that you drew.
I was like, the echoes? Oh, but you need it for
Yes.
tomorrow?
Yes.
Wonderful. He rolls it up, places it into like a little compartment in his chest. Which, that is It's amethyst now. Puts it into the the compartment that's in her thigh where the axes would go. Yes, tomorrow I will speak with the Aetherforge scientists, the board, and I will try to
Yes,
get this
I would love
expedited.
to meet them as well and have a
Yes, of
direct
course.
line of communication with them at all times. I think in order for
I
this
will
to
need
work,
to
full transparency is of the utmost importance.
right. I will need to speak with them a little bit before, just so that they're aware that a giant will be joining me. But outside of that, I think that would be a wonderful idea. And so then, how long are each of you going to be staying then?
We're going to have to take some of our research on the road.
I see.
We have important business to do with the Reavers. Paying them a visit. Little house call.
I see. Well, that you have your work set out for you then. They are with that being said then, we can fashion you up with some speaking stones, and we can keep in touch, making sure that whatever advice you have or questions that we have, we can continue our
Right. We
conversation.
can discuss supplies and everything tomorrow.
Sure. All right.
We all need rest, and in the morning we help rebuild what was damaged.
Yes.
Before anything, the
Yes.
people come first.
Of course. Yes. Well then, much to think about. Much to think about. I will retire. And then he looks over to this like bookshelf that has a stack of parchment on it as he grabs all of that. Retire as in I have a lot of thoughts. Good evening. And he walks up the stairs up to Sebastian's room above. And at this point is when Torin, that is when Crucible and Ilora leave. And you are able to regroup with Hava, Roila, and Hart.
Well, that went about as well as it could have possibly gone. Unironically.
So as well. Yes.
That was incredible to see. I don't think I've ever seen somebody as smart as you.
I mean, no mind. I'm just a wizard. Now, we all need to rest. As I told them in there, we need to pitch in and do what we can to help rebuild what was destroyed.
Yeah, my house is open for I have that really good couch. So it's open for all of you to stay. I know it was a little cramped in there, so if there's other lodgings you all would rather do, then that is totally fine with me. I imagine now that you are more than welcome in this town, though I don't want to assume. Maybe we should ask Sebastian over there. I think that would be
Maybe an announcement or something could be made.
I think until everything is sorted, with the chain of command overnight, it's best that we all just stay at your place, Hart.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I can
Not
ask.
everyone is going to be on board with a change in leadership.
Yeah, nor do I think that people are going to react very kindly to seeing non-awoken here. So, okay.
So we lay low. Easy
Yeah,
enough.
and my home is perfect for that. Is that okay with you, Torin?
Yes, that'll be fine.
What about Ilora in Crucible? I saw them take off. Or should we?
They are already prepared to also return to your abode, plus if needed, and I
gesture to Roila. Roila has a means of speaking with Ilora should the situation call for it, so I will leave it
We're
be
going to
fine.
bed.
Wrapping up.
Okay. Well then, I guess. Oh, we probably want to stay out of sight. Are you fresh out of teleportation over there, Roila? All right.
There is the ice spike.
Oh yeah.
We want to
Slowly
slide.
melting
We
ice spike.
slide down it.
Yeah, about that. I think they're probably gonna want to deal with the 100-foot long
Yeah.
ice spike in the middle. Of
I
the
can fix
room.
that tomorrow.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I guess we'll just
Sure, there's a heat wave coming.
slide
One
down it.
fireball, it's gone. I promise.
That's structurally unsound if it just takes one fireball to. You know what? We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. We'll just for
And in
now
the
we'll just
meantime,
slide
it
down
still
it.
works. Yeah.
It does work. Yeah, that was quite a rush. I'll have to say. So, the four of you slide down the ice spike to the other side of the old town of the Cogswell. However, before we get there, Ilora, Crucible. While they were gathering themselves and heading back to Heart's home, what do you do? Flying in the air. This quiet night that is interrupted with the occasional screeches of a blighter and then the rapid firing of advanced weaponry.
I think that it is just a perimeter check. If the guards have things well in hand, she's not swooping in to cause more trouble or make more noise. She's just making sure no one else is suffering, or that nothing has gone missed. If one loop shows that everything is safe, then she would attempt to lead Crucible over to Hearts, like
Mhm.
just the buildings. We could land on the roof and
Mhm.
talk.
Go ahead and just roll your hope die.
Oh no, Lord. Okay, I got a 10.
Okay, good. I rolled a 9 and I was worried. Okay, so you find that the city is in a they are over the hump of
Yeah.
trying to secure the city. They are on the downslide where it is a lot easier to gather these blighters. There's not like large groupings of them anymore. It's more of just finding the aggressive ones and dealing with them before they are able to do like minimal damage to stuff. Because one, every once in a while, isn't going to do anything to a literal metal city.
Absolutely.
So you take a quick perimeter check and find that once you find maybe 2 or 3 in a group, they are quickly dealt with.
Okay. Then I think she lands on the roof of Heart's building and she waits for Crucible. Whether Crucible prefers to stay in the giant raven form or to look more like Crew again, it doesn't matter. She's going to wait until Crew lands.
I land beside Heart's home first, to like nuzzle my beak in some dirt, anything, some grass, something that'll get me to sneeze. And she's in her mind, she's like, I've got to workshop this. I will carry around a vial of dust until I can figure this out. I can't keep doing this. This is terrible. But she does shift back to normal, and you hear claws scraping up the side of Heart's home as she clambers up to ungracefully land beside you.
Ilora doesn't look angry or she's not even tired. Ilora just looks at you and says, I heard you say you were angry with me. Would you like to tell me why?
I just... know you don't need it, but I have a desperate need to make sure you are safe. And sometimes I try to keep you safe, and I know you are very capable. I understand that. Um, but I can't help it. Um, I wish you wouldn't refuse it as often as you do. I'm not mad at you. I'm not truly angry. I'm just frustrated.
I expected a tirade. Is there a riot coming?
No, can't say that. No riot here.
I am angry at you, crew. You're too good a shot. And you killed a lot of people today that didn't need to die. And I know that some plans end that way. And I think everyone is going to consider this a success. And I think you have a hero's heart, crew. But we keep making these decisions. We keep trying to make things better. We keep trying to save things, and we keep choosing for people. What if we don't deserve to do that? What if we don't deserve to be those people, crew?
I don't think it's a matter of deserving. We've gotten shit luck being put in a place like this. I knew you were going to be upset with me, and I'm upset with me too. Truthfully, it was not a choice I made for people. It was a choice I made because I am selfish. I knew Torin was alone. I knew the plan had to unfold. And I knew every moment I hesitated, every step that went wrong, was more of a likelihood that he would get hurt. And so I made a selfish choice that kept the people I love safer than they would have been. And I put people who didn't deserve it in harm's way, and I have to live with that. And that's what living in this world is like. We do terrible things sometimes. I know I didn't deserve to make that choice for them, but I was not willing to compromise. Not just Torin, any of you. We made a plan, and if you veer from that plan, things inevitably will get worse. And it has been so hard to come by people I love that I get to keep, and I'm not willing to make choices that take that from me. I have left claw marks in everything I've ever cared about out of a desperation to keep it. And I'm sorry I've upset you. I am. And I will try to move in this world in a way to make up for it, but that does not negate it. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person. I don't know if that makes us bad people. I don't know what it is to deserve anything in this world. All I know is that we've had to fight for every bit of it.
I thought I was born to save us. And every day, dozens of people die in front of me. And there's no cure in my hands, crew. But we keep choosing us. And I'm certainly not as good at math as Roila is, but I'm starting to wonder when it adds up to too much. When do we stop deciding the selfish choice? When do we decide that that's not how you live in this world? If I can't cure it, why do I make it worse? Why do you make it worse? Why are we making it worse? Everything just falls apart so easily in my hands. You look so tired, crew. And I watched that blighter. It was hungry and it was trying, and it couldn't even sink its teeth into my skin. And you look so tired. And Torin looks so tired. When do the weakest of us stop making the decisions with their hearts? When do you stop being selfish, crew? When do we stop? Will you stop with me? Just for tonight, could you hold my hand and we stop being like this to people all over? Could we pretend that those aren't bodies in the streets? Just for an hour, maybe 2. Can we be selfless for a moment together?
Yes. Yes.
And she will pluck one of her feathers. And she will attach it to a thin strip of leather cord. And she will tie it around your neck, crew. So that you have something to help you sneeze. And she will hold your hand and sit, which doesn't make you have to sit. She's tall enough.
Well, she sits anyway.
And she
from
just
exhaustion.
she turns towards the wall that we didn't blow up, where the Cogswell kind of goes off into wilderness, where like the smoke of all of those fires and the ice spike and everything is just back there for a minute. And she doesn't say anything else. It looks like she wants to meditate but can't quiet her mind. She's doing the stim thing as she's holding your hand, like either rubbing her thumb on the back of your hand or drumming her fingers. You can tell she's not finding rest and is deeply unsettled.
I think as we sit here, I see how restless you are. And I will spend a stress to stretch out these hours ahead of us. And as you face the wall and stare out across that distance, what was previously maybe a cloudy night maybe we couldn't quite see the moon. The pinpricks of stars in the night shine all the brighter. In a way where maybe you could make pictures between them, something to focus on, something that is above us and untainted by this sullied soil. And she will, if you have stress, you clear 2 of them as
Oh,
we sit.
yippee!
As we sit. But I think though she is focusing on that for you, she's just quietly thinking to herself. Because this is a wordless moment, but she thinks about how much better this godforsaken place would be if there were more people like you. And she stares at you as you stare out across the expanse.
A beautiful night on the other side of the Cogswell, looking away from the smoke and ashes from the destruction that had happened. Ilora tried to end the suffering and found that there is just suffering here for tonight. That is just what happens at the end of a civilization. Whether it's the people in power or it's the common folk. Tonight, it was both. For the most part. You all look out to the smokeless horizon, past the ever-roiling, clouded area that surrounds this town, keeping it hidden from unwanted eyes, into the clear sky above through this almost eye of the storm section where the Cogswell sits. The moon is full and beautiful, casting down this white light, and the stars are dim compared to the moon. Now, after the events of this plan has finally come to an end, it is quiet. Which, for anyone with a troubled mind, knows that the quiet is the worst thing to have in those moments. And you sit with that for as long as you can stand it. Until finally returning to the rest of the group and having a rest. But that will have to happen next episode because we are going to end tonight's session there. Hoo-wee. Man, I knew that conversation was going to be a hard one, but God dang. Well, let's go around the table, tell everybody who we are, where people can find us, starting with Daniel.
Hey everyone, guys, I was not emotionally ready for this to be over. I'm at Daniel the DM across all corners of the internet. That's it. Have a good one.
Amazing. Let's move it on over to Crucible. Kelly.
Hello. I'm not emotionally devastated. My name is Kelly. I go by the Kellhop across the internet. I love it here, even though we're crying about it.
Right on over to the co-partner with that scene. Let's go to
Ayo. Howdy, I'm Meadow. I have been Meadow and will hopefully continue to be Meadow in the future. Howdy, love darling everywhere. I don't know if this is even a slow burn. Is this like a slow freeze? Are we just like doomed and gay? Are we just sad and doomed and queer? You're not allowed to let that happen, Johnny. Fix it. Thanks, Nasty Johnny. That's all for me.
All right. Mare.
Hello there, my name is Mare, and I've played Hava, and this was a lot of feelings, and I guess, but also good plans came together. Yeah, we did good things amidst all the bad things. We'll deal with those ethical problems later. Like next week. See you then.
Cujo.
Hi. Fuck.
Huh?
Hi. You can find me. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a fucking masterclass. You can find me all over the places at the Cujo Plays Games, or you can follow Crit Hit Chronicles for official show announcements, updates, highlights, that sort of thing. Our streaming schedule this week is gonna be a little bit different. Tomorrow you can check us out for more Daggerheart. We're playing Sagas of Anima on a special Wednesday night episode. So tune in for that as we delve into some world building lore. We're off on Thursday, and on Friday we return to Shadows over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel D&D campaign to Baldur's Gate 3. We had a bit of an extended break due to life and the summer schedules and whatnot, so tune in for that. And then Mondays you can catch us for some Pathfinder with PJ running Destiny's Path, which is a fantastic show as well. But yeah, Johnny, take it away. I'm fucking holy shit.
Hey everybody, I'm Johnny. I'm the GM of Bitten, and that is it. If you want to learn how to play Daggerheart, go check out the Talking XP YouTube channel. I have an entire series on how to play, how to create a character, how to run the game. Wow. Yeah. I literally told everybody, I was like, hey, I don't have any plans for the latter half of this session, so I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna figure something out. And boy, did y'all. So with that, we're gonna close the session there. We'll pick up next week and we'll see what this group gets themselves into. Good night, everybody.
We are gonna set up a raid for Blizz, tell them that we sent you. And in the meantime, we love you. We appreciate you. Please be nice to each other. We'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.